Hello friends, welcome back to Patrones Mujer. Today we are going to learn how to assemble the pants you are seeing in the picture. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing, and you can find this pattern on the magazine Patrones Infantiles number 15. Write down the materials you will need for this shirt. Once we have the pattern present from the magazine, we cut all of the side line that we make. These are finished pattern, which means they have 1 cm seams, hems, and cut with notches and green lines. Firstly, look at the pattern line and place all the pattern according to the line and how to use the fabric. In this case, on the main fabric, we are going to cut parallel to the selvage of the fabric. So this is the front, and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. This is the back, and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. This is the ornament loop, which is going in on the sides of the shirt, and we cut 4 pieces in mirror. This is the front waistband, and we cut 2 pieces on fold edge. This is the back waistband, and we cut 2 pieces on fold edge. Remember to snip the notches and the centers before taking off the fabric. Continue cutting the lining. This is the front, and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. This is the back, and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. This is the visible fabric, and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. This is the front waistband, and we cut 1 piece on fold edge. Okay, we have the waistband. We fuse them also with the loops, and we overlock. These are the front and the backs, and we overlock also the sides and the hem, and this is the elastic and the piping. We're going to start with the piping around of the loops. So place on the edge and pin it all around. Then we're going to sew the other piece on top of them, and now we start sewing on the machine. We place the piping, and we have to use 1 single side foot for pass the stitch close to the piping, and in the curve you have to snip the curve, the piping, and continue sewing. Place the other piece on top, and also you have to use 1 single side foot and continue sewing to all around. Cut the excess of the fabric around of the pieces. Turn the piece, and then we have to press with the iron. are the backs. We face the rights and we're going to close on the curve. and these are the fronts, and we're going to close on the curve. We start sewing from the waist until the curve. This is the center back, and you have to leave a space without sewing. And this is the front. We start sewing from the waist, and you have to sew until the curve. Now we place the loops on the sides of the front. You have to place on the notch, and this is the back. We're going to close on the sides, and then the inner length. We're going to close the other side. We continue with the lining. We face the right of the backs and the fronts, and you have to close on the center back and the center front. We're going to close also the sides. And we're going to close the inner length. Place the loop on the notch and pass a stitch on it. And place the other one and pass a stitch on the other loop. Now we face the rights of the front and the back, and we start sewing from the loop to the bottom and the other side. Sew the inner length. Close the other side of the inner length. And finish closing the cross length. We continue with the lining. We face the rights of the front and we close from the waist to the curve, also with the back pieces, and then we close the sides. Close the inner length and finish closing the cross length. We continue placing the waistband. So this is the back, and we place the waistband. You have to match the center back, and then we continue with the waistband of the front. So you have to match the pocket and pin it. Then we're going to pass a stitch on the waist of the front, and then we turn the piece. We continue with the waistband of the front, so we press with the arrow on the centimeter on the top of the waistband, and now we continue with placing the waistband on the back. So we place the waistband on the lining and we pass a stitch all around of the piece. This is the back. We start sewing the lining with the back, and we sewed on the sides and all along of the waist. Close the lining with the main fabric on the sides. This is the front. Snip the corners. Cut the excess of the fabric on the sides and also cut the corners. Pass a stitch on the waist of the front. This is the waistband of the front. We sew the sides and the top of the waistband. Cut the excess of the fabric, cut the corners and along of the waistband. Pull the corners with the help of the scissors. Press with the arm. Place the elastic inside of the waistband and pass a stitch on for one side, and pull the elastic and pass a stitch on the other side. Pull the elastic and pass a stitch along of the waistband. Place the waistband on the front, match the sides and the center front. You have to face the right of the waistband with the back of the shirt, and then we fold and we pass a stitch on the front. Then we're going to make the hem. Match the pockets and pass a stitch on it, and then match the other side of the pocket and pass a stitch there. Place the waistband, so we face the right of the waistband with the back of the shirt, and we sew them along of the waistband of the front. Fold the centimeter inside of the waistband and pass a stitch all around of the waistband. We move to the hem of the shirt, we fold until the notch, and we pass a stitch all around of the hem. And we have finished our shirt. We place the buttons on the front and the sides, and we press with the iron the hem of the shirt. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Click the bell button so you get notified once a new video is uploaded, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.